Hi, it's Raj Bapala, co-founder and CEO of Applaa. As a parent, we want to give the best experience for our kids. I've got two kids, 11 plus, and other one is doing GCSE exams. So we've spent a lot of time and a lot of money for tuitions, 40, 50 pounds a class on math, science, and English, and many things. And also we've tried our platforms and people saying, okay, use Atom Learning, iExcel, and this and that. And they're okay, but at the end of the day, you're paying 40, 50 pounds for them, and it's really not working out. It's just like only one, and again, where do you go for the next, right? And it's just like a simple mock exam practice, it's there are so many things you can do. It's not really a comprehensive feedback mechanism tool, right? That's what I think. I got really frustrated with all these tools, and again, spending with teachers and tutors is not really working out. So here, that's why we built Appla with the vision of actually helping kids as early as, like from year 8 years onwards to all the way to the GCSEs. We've got the whole curriculum built. Again, we've digitalized the whole UK curriculum here. So, and actually we're giving a value only 9.99 a month, £10, right? What is that? Is the cost of a pizza, even less than that. And so we want to give that a best experience for everyone. You can really see from year 4 to year 11, they can see every single subject, math, they can able to look at this lesson. They can practice but understand the concept first rather than writing an exam for the sake of writing. And then you can able to do a lot of practice also. Then, what is this thing? And then you can see the assessment and whatever you wanted to do. And you can do a lot of things again each year, year 4, year 5, year 6, all the way to there, right? And that's about it. And also you can, once you have there, then probably, most people will go for 11 plus, which obviously you can really see. And yeah, so we have built a comprehensive 11 plus past papers, around 5,000 papers we have. And again, four topics: verbal, non-verbal, math, and English. So you can able to see pretty much everything. You can take exams. Also, you can get the feedback. Also, you can see how many exams you've been taking. And these are the exams I've been taking, verbal reasoning, and also you can really give the feedback by the subject, by lesson, and at least it will give you a really great feedback for the parent and also teacher for obviously if he's having a teacher and also parent and the kid for writing them as well. You can do quite a lot of things as well. So an example, let's take an exam for verbal reasoning. So you can really see that it actually I did an exam math for now before it actually tells you where you got right, where you got wrong. It's really great, right? As a parent, you cannot able to tell, what is the correct answer, right? So you can able to do, and it's brilliant, isn't it? So it just saves a lot of time. A lot of institutions are charging 40, 50 pounds, even for a paper sometimes, cost like that. And we're giving for free 5,000 questions, right? And many unlimited questions and papers they can do, all for 9.99, and they can do practice again if you want to do it. Just simply go and write an exam, and you can able to see submit papers. You can directly see as well, and the results coming through. As an example, let me go back and show the exam as well. So if you see some of the exams what I've done just now, you can see that exam coming through as well. You can really see the results. So it's just brilliant way to actually get the feedback as well as assessments for the kid who is writing the exam and studying, as well as for parents not to spend too much time for them to sit with them and write down exams, and also more importantly the cost. And we'll explain a lot also all of this in subsequent videos. You can also see that as well. I'd really trust this is valuable and take advantage of this offer. It's only 9.99, which is a significantly lower cost. Anyone can able to afford it. It's a cost of a small pizza these days, and compared to 40, 50 pounds a tuition class. And I truly trust this is helpful for you. And yeah, the sign up at applaa.com/UK, applaa.com/UK, and register for free. And it's 1 month free as well for you guys. So make use of it. And if you're writing the 11 plus exam, all the best. And again, we'll explain further details also in the subsequent videos. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're tackling one of the most high-stakes academic hurdles a young student can possibly face, the 11 plus mathematics exam. I mean, let's be completely honest for a second. Just looking at some of these questions might make you incredibly glad you aren't 11 years old anymore. The pressure is really on, and mastering this curriculum is absolutely crucial. But how do you actually guide a student from basic arithmetic all the way to advanced spatial reasoning without just, well, completely overwhelming them? Today, we're using the Applaa platform as our case study to uncover the exact anatomy of progressive skill building. Okay, let's dive into this because mastering the 11 plus isn't just about raw mathematical talent. It's really about stamina, reading comprehension, and adaptability under pressure. Building that mental muscle, it's like a giant puzzle and it requires a really carefully designed escalation in complexity. And we are going to track that exact arc today. First up, let's take a look at the actual environment where all this learning happens, the Applaa digital interface. Notice how it's deliberately clean and hyper-focused? There are no flashing graphics, no annoying pop-ups, just zero distractions. It's simply a highly organized space tracking a comprehensive 40-question session, and it's designed to perfectly simulate the intense focus you need for the actual exam. And this brilliantly illustrates the massive journey a student takes within those 40 questions. Just look at these two extremes. On one side, we have a difficulty level 1 foundational subtraction problem about toy soldiers, and on the other, a difficulty level 5 question demanding some serious abstract spatial reasoning. It's a huge leap. So let's walk through exactly how the platform bridges the gap between these two completely different worlds. All right, let's kick off our escalation arc right at the very beginning, difficulty level 1. Applaa builds early confidence with questions exactly like this. Arav has 56 toy soldiers, he loses 20, so how many are left? It's a very basic arithmetic check. The cognitive load here is incredibly low. The goal isn't to trick the student, right? It's a quick-fire rep designed to just get their brain engaged and build that vital momentum needed for the harder challenges ahead. Because when you're 11 years old and staring down a massive exam, getting those early wins is a real game changer. With that confidence firmly established, we ramp up the challenge. Difficulty level 2. Immediately, you'll notice the context shifts. Now, Jake is counting dragonflies at the village fete, 12 blue and 8 yellow. We are still dealing with fundamental, simple addition here, but now the math is wrapped up in a real-world scenario. The student has to actually extract the relevant data from the little story before they can even begin calculating. And difficulty 2 evolves even further by adding multiple steps. Take this one. Jake has 45 marbles, loses 12, and then finds 8. This is a brilliantly subtle shift. Instead of just doing one operation, the student has to hold that first calculation in their working memory and then apply a second operation to that result. It teaches sequential logical processing, but it does it without making the actual math too punishing just yet. Okay, take a deep breath. The cognitive load is about to take a pretty significant jump. Welcome to difficulty level 4. At level 4, the platform is no longer just testing math. It is heavily testing reading comprehension alongside it. We have a baker who arranges 288 cakes into boxes of 12, and then puts 1/3 of those boxes on a shelf. The numbers are larger, sure, but more importantly, the phrasing is deliberately layered to catch rushed readers right out. Let's move to and see how this builds into a multi-tiered logical pathway. Step 1, you have to interpret arranges 288 cakes into boxes of 12 as division. Step 2, figure out 1/3 of that result. And step 3, this is the kicker, read the ultimate question carefully. It asks for the final number of cakes on the shelf, not the number of boxes. The student has got to stay highly alert to their units across 3 distinct, consecutive cognitive steps. Here is another incredibly practical level 4 challenge, and this time it focuses on cumulative time. We've got a school program running across 3 days with slots of 5 hours, 4 hours, and 6 hours. So how many total hours did it run? What's really fantastic about this micro-story is how it tests real-world math applications. The student actually has to pull scattered time values from a narrative timeline and aggregate them all together. Tracking variables across a changing scenario like this is an absolutely critical skill for the applied mathematics portion of the 11 plus. These scenarios also branch out into spatial reasoning, like finding the area of a triangular field with a 20-meter base and a 15-meter height. We are dealing with geometry here, but it remains fully grounded in a physical applied concept. 5. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is noticing what happens here. The scaffolding has been completely removed. A triangle has a base of 12 centimeters and a perpendicular height of 5 centimeters. What is its area? That's it. There is no baker, no field, no toy soldiers to help you picture it. It is pure, unadulterated geometry. It introduces strict mathematical terminology like perpendicular height, and it demands absolute precision. So the crucial point is understanding this stark contrast in Apple's scaling strategy. Look, at difficulty 4, the student leans on real-world logic to help figure out what math to even use. But at difficulty 5, they are tested on pure abstract curriculum knowledge. They have to know the formula and execute it perfectly with absolutely no narrative context to guide them. It really is the ultimate test of readiness. From the confidence-building, quick-fire subtraction of level 1, all the way up to the strict abstract geometry of level 5, a structured platform safely pushes a student's cognitive limits. It's all about adapting to ever-increasing layers of logical complexity.